Hello, y'all. Today we're going to be reacting to Harry Styles' comeback song, Aperture. Now, I will admit, I have no idea what that word means. I did look it up. Call me stupid. English is not my first name. I don't even know if I'm pronouncing the word aperture correctly, but it means a hole. Okay? I have seen the spoilers that people are talking about. People are debating whether it's disco or techno or like 70s or 90s, and I'm just gonna listen to it. I have liked all of his albums so far, so I trust him. I liked Harry's House. I feel like after the Grammy album of the Win, people kind of turned on that album. I think it's a great album. Call me basic. I don't care. I am so excited. I just want to be able to dance. That's my only requirement. And I can dance with disco. I can dance with techno. I'm European. We do the techno things. Why does it sound sad? Like riding a horse. So different.
Take no prisoners for me, I'm told you're elevating. Drinks go straight to my knees, I'm going on clean. I'm going on
Oh, that deep voice. I don't want to stop the song at all. Because I feel like it's building up.
no more tricks up my sleeve. Game cold, review the player. Time cold, Tokyo scenes. Bad boys is complicated. It's complicated.
Oh. I can't hear what he's saying. The beat is too distracting. That's what he was saying. Okay, I think we're going into the second verse maybe, but We Belong Together was the end caption of his Forever Forever video that he released a few weeks ago, which people claim is a little bit of a teaser to this album that's called, what, Kiss All the Time, Disco Occasionally. Such a clever name, by the way. I don't want to stop the song, but the only thing I have to say, his voice, it's so him. Oh, 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 oh. This is techno, by the way. I don't think it's disco. Oh, where are we going? Aperture lets the light in. Like the hole in the camera. But like, I am kind of envisioning myself dancing under a disco ball, you know what I mean? Like, together. It is so addicting, y'all. If you're not shimmering, shimmer. Like, I want to be drunk. I want to be tipsy. And I just want to, like, dance, you know? And this was like a fully composed song. Like, it was long AF. We even get like an outro here. Jesus Christ. It's so first impressions. We'll listen to it again on my channel. I always like to listen to things twice, and I do need to pull up the lyrics because boy, I was distracted by that beat. But first impressions, I'd heard that people were saying that there was a lot less lyrics as his previous projects, and as it was, I think was very lyrically imposed. Like, one of the reasons I liked As It Was the lyrics. It's obviously a phenomenal song, but the lyrics was really good. And I'm not saying the lyrics are bad here. I wasn't able to pick up anything except We Belong Together and the light comes through the aperture, right? Like, comes through the hole. Like I'm envisioning like these things, the things that like open up. You know what I'm talking about? I'm not sure, but it's so infectious is the word I think I would use to describe it. It does not feel radio friendly, which to me is a big risk for a pop star. But I also think it has a chance to be more monumental that way, right? You sort of stir away from critics being, right, like you're sort of reproducing the same sound, right? Like him going in this more techno-centric, well, it's not techno-centric, but techno sphere and disco, I think is really refreshing. And I have been needing, dancing is such a expressive art and anyone can do it. And this song, like, I couldn't even think about anything but just like you just start grooving. Like, I'm just like, I want to go outside under the starlight with a glass of wine and just like dance. That's how I feel about the song. But let's check it out once more. So I pulled up the lyrics, so maybe we'll stop the song after each part, just so we can break down the song a little bit more. I also forgot to tell people, I actually went to the Harry Styles tour like 2 years ago. That's how you know that I paid money to see him. That's how you know I'm dedicated. But let's take it in. And people said that the intro reminded them of Dancing on My Own by Robin. I'm not seeing that. But it's building up, right? Is it just a piano? And then you got these electric... It's also interesting because usually it'll be like there's two different beats here, right? Like the do do do, and then it goes do do do. Like that's they're like in my ears. They're like two different.
Take no prisoners for me. I'm told you're elevating. Drinks go straight to my
Ooh, the distortion that he had in his voice there, like he almost got a little bit deeper, and he already has such a deep voice. And verse 1 is take no prisoners for me. I'm told you're elevating. Drinks go straight to my knees. I'm sold, I'm going clean, I'm going on clean.
No more tricks up my sleeve. Game called, review the player. Time code, Tokyo scenes. Bad boys, it's complicated.
Oh, and then it picks up.
It's complicated.
Ooh, I'm like so wanting not to stop, but it goes from verse 1 into verse 2, which is interesting because usually at least pop music is verse 1, Brit chorus, verse 2, etc. Sometimes a pre-chorus. But verse 2 is I've no more tricks up my sleeve. Game called, review the player. Time codes and Tokyo scenes. Bat boys, it's complicated. It's complicated. I'm gonna be honest with you all. I want to decipher this song. I have no idea what we're talking about. Like, is he almost talking about being famous and the game being the industry, right? And the industry called, we're gonna review the player, which in this case is Harry. And him saying he doesn't have more tricks up his sleeve is kind of like maybe after he won Album of the Year for Harry's House, or just after having produced 3 full albums, he's kind of like lost at creativity. Like I'm not really sure where else to grow or pursue my dreams. Like, is that the aspect that we're on to? Again, if you're new to this channel, I'm kind of stupid. So let's all be stupid together. You could also provide your interpretations of the song in the comments because I love to be enlightened. But I don't want to spoil anything, so I'm just trying to read it, okay? And I love the layering of his voices on the "We Belong Together" because it was the pre-chorus and the chorus. So let's start with the pre-chorus. But the pre-chorus goes, "It's best you know what you don't. Aperture lets the light in. It's best you know what you don't. Aperture lets the light in." So it repeats itself twice. And then the chorus go, "We belong together. It finally appears it's only love. We belong together." And they repeat it again. But why I like that there's like multiple layering of his voice in "We Belong Together" is because who is we, right? There could be multiple interpretations of we. It could be you and a lover, right? A typical love song. I think that there could be an allusion to that sort of aspect of the song. It could also be him and his relationship to music, right? That once he accepts love, he can explore music, and that music and him belongs together. It could be him and his fans. Like there's so many ways to interpret the we, but what I think about when I hear the we with him being layered on top of himself multiple times is the we can also be me and all the versions of who I am, right? That could be another interpretation. I'm ruminating on the pre-chorus. It's best you know what you don't. Aperture lets the light in. So in the first part, it's best you know what you don't know. Or it's best you know what you don't. So maybe he's trying to say, when people are constantly aware of how good they are, but they kind of fail to see where they're not good. Like sometimes people are extremely socially aware, they know their strengths, but he is essentially saying that knowing your weaknesses is the best. I don't know, like I'm going back and forth and I'm feeling stuck, but it sort of drives this like humility aspect of like really trying not to become too arrogant about knowing. I'm going to interpret this from the perspective of either love or music, but right, like it's very important that you admit and accept that you don't know everything and don't try to come off as you know everything. And Aperture lets the light in. And I read a little bit about what Aperture, right, is, but from a camera's perspective, you can sort of open and close to determine how much light you let in. So obviously, maybe the whole of how much light you get in is what is it? Like wisdom, like clarity, like understanding of the more you understand of what you don't know, the more light you're gonna let in. Like maybe that's what he's trying to allude to. Y'all, I need English majors here. Help me out. Help a boy out here.
No good, stay to receive. Go forth as questions later. Trapdoors, you're toying with me. Dance halls, another cadence.
Oh, 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 oh. Okay, I have to stop it because it's the verse 3, but something even before we go into the lyrics that's interesting to point out. In verse 1 and verse 2 of the song, the last part is repeated. So in verse 1, I'm going on clean, I'm going on clean. In verse 2, it's complicated, it's complicated. In verse 3, it's not repeated. Structurally, how he put together verse 1 and verse 2 is sort of almost act 1 of the song. Pre-chorus and chorus is act 2, and then the verse 3 is it's separate. There's also not a verse 4 before we go back into the pre-chorus. So structurally, the song is very incohesive, and incohesive is not a negative word in this context. It just means that we're kind of playing up the song a little bit, which I think is very common in techno. And I'm sure that it also means maybe less second guessing, like from like a lyrical perspective. Like I'm not repeating myself, I'm not having to repeat myself, I'm just gonna go with it. So lyrically, I am starting to make the assumption that this is a little bit more about music, less so than love, but it could possibly be both. But in no good state to receive, like Harry is a little not in the right headspace, a little emotionally unavailable and probably hurting. And the go forth, ask questions later, I think to me is right. Like you're not really thinking about the risks, the contingencies. You're just kind of, okay, I'm going to do this and I'm going to deal with the consequences later. I'm not even going to worry about what might happen to me. I'm just going to go with the flow, go what maybe people are telling me to do. Trapdoors, you're toying with me. Like a trapdoor is like very like sudden collapse, right? Like someone is taking advantage of Harry or the narrator. And then dance halls, another cadence. I have no idea, like movement, like just like moving forward. I'm still a little lost on these lyrics, but like that's what I'm getting from it, right? Like just like this, maybe the narrator or Harry is explaining this concept of not being in a good space and being taken advantage of, but still having to move forward a little bit. And then we go back into the pre-chorus. And it's so interesting because the first chorus had 4 "We Belong Together" and 2 "It Finally Appears It's Only Love." This time we have 4 "We Belong Together" again, but 3 "It Finally Appears It's Only Love." So my interpretation of this is that there's only there's now more clarity about it's only love, like more emphasis on that part. Oh, that piano! Oh, and we have to go back and listen to the bridge with the last chorus again because I don't want to stop when it's so built up. But the bridge is, I won't stray from it. I don't know these spaces. Time won't wait on me. I want to know what's safest. And he goes on to say that 3 times. He actually says it 4 times, but on the fourth time, he doesn't say the last sentence, which is, I don't I want to know what safe is. I think at the end of the bridge, right, like he's sort of repeating, I won't stray from it. I don't know these spaces. Time won't wait for me. I want to know what safe is. And how I'm interpreting that, right, is that he's kind of in this pursuit of, to quote Timothy Chalamet at the Oscars or wherever he said it, right, like he want to be one of the greats. He want to pursue greatness. And he's very humble about it, but also very modest and open, which I think the whole song kind of encapsulates a little bit, right? So he doesn't want to stray away from that pursuit. Like he's very clear with this goal. He doesn't know the spaces, right? Like he's not familiar with how to navigate these new territories of growth and maybe like musical creativity. And he knows that time does not wait for us, right? He's getting older. We all are getting older. I'm not calling him old, but I'm just saying, right, like he is getting older. And then he's like, I want to know what safe is. Like to me, that comes back to that line earlier in the song where he talked about going forth and asking questions later, where he's like, I kind of want to know safe could mean 2 things, right? Like emotional and physical safety, but also, well, I'm going to take this chance on a new genre of music, but I want to know if it's safe enough for me to not fall off the industry, right? Like, I think that's maybe what he knows. So he's like, I want to pursue greatness. I want to know what, I want to do things that people have never done before, but I want to do it knowing that I'm going to do well, right? Like knowing the answer. And he does that 3 times. And then the fourth time, he doesn't say, I want to know what safe is. And to me, it kind of comes to the admittance of, now I don't really care about the results. Like, I don't care if this song or this pursuit or this path that I'm going with my music is going to have a safe impact. I just want to pursue it. And then he goes into the chorus at the end with, we belong together. It's so, I like it. This is going to be a hit, I think. It's a hit for me. And then we have this outro. When do we have outros anymore? Oh, Harry. Harry, Harry, Harry. You taught me a new word. Aperture. And, we belong together. It kind of goes against everything that's current. I mean, disco and techno is pretty current, but like lengthwise, the song is so long. It's 5 minutes and 13 seconds, which nowadays, since the TikTok overhaul of the industry, songs have kind of gotten shorter than 3 minutes. So lengthwise, I'm super satisfied. I'm going to be honest with you all. I don't know if I got the meaning of the song right. So please feel free to leave your ideations of what you think about the songs. If you hear interesting theories, it's such an interesting comeback single because it feels very different. It feels, and lyrically, right, like that's what it's trying to do. I think it deviates and makes his sound different. What I've loved about his previous three projects is that they don't sound very similar. And I was in high school when he released his debut album, so he's had, over 10 years of growth, and to be able to still be so encaptivated in the music, I think is just really interesting. The album is coming out in, is it 2 months? I'm so excited for it. I cannot wait to check it out. I think this song is going to be like an alternative hit. It doesn't feel super radio friendly, but I'm interested to see how the industry will respond to it and how the general public will respond to the song, considering that it's Harry D. Styles. Like he's pretty damn famous, so he might be able to penetrate through the general public and actually make this song more palatable for the current like general public audience. Thank you so much for watching. This was my first time reacting to Harry Styles on this channel, so let me know if I should continue listening to him, and let me know your thoughts, your comments. Are people going to hate this song? Are people going to like it? I like it. I already added it to my playlist, so it's going to be a bop and a half. And I'll see you very soon for the album. Kiss all the time, disco occasionally. Bye.